Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Darren Fletcher will be key here. It's going to be down to him to dictate the tempo of this game.
Yeah, he's a sort of player, isn't he, that the team turns to in tough times.
Yeah, he's going to have to do an awful lot because of his position. Regaining possession, shielding and covering that defence, distributing the ball and carrying it up the pitch at times. He's always willing to go that extra mile.
And this is Bale. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Pele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And it's Rijkaard. And it's Fernando Torres. And he cuts out the supply. Aimed beyond the defence. Szoboszlai. And this is Pele. Caught offside that time. So we're still where we started right now. In with the challenge. It's run loose here. Roberto Carlos. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And the pass is intercepted. Zanetti. David Villa. Real chance! And it's a goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well,
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get.
Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's a threatening ball, and he's had it nicked away. Darren Fletcher. Bale is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Stoichkov. Great ball if he can get there. And that could well leave a mark. Well, they're looking at the referee, he's waved play on. Now he's off and running. Watford have got it back and they'll have another go. Now this could be a chance. Opts to play it back. It's Pele! Marvellous goal! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And the half-time whistle goes. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seen the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Watford are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And the second half gets underway. Pass is just off target. Linton. And it's Roberto Carlos. Knocks it into space. Stoichkov. Plays it in low. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Szoboszlai. And now the breakaway. Well timed, excellent interception. Linton. And this is Stoichkov. Stoichkov unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he get on the end of this? And it's just a good... David Villa! He's scored! And this is getting better and better.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Watford take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real...
Face-to-face with... And a chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Szoboszlai. Pele. Szoboszlai.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And the finish! There it is! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Son Heung-min. Looking for the run. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. First quarter of an hour gone. Lovely. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Watford are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Batistuta, and he's had it nicked away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to play it through. He's got away. Son Heung-min! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shove it. Oh, and again. And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Watford find a position of real strength now. Well, that has not gone well. Watford heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Schneider. Torres. Oh, that is a good ball to... It's Pele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's managed to get free. Alonso! He's trying to hit the front line here. And this is Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. Schmeichel gets it away. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Watford are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So we're just settling back into this second half. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Odo. Szoboszlai. Caceres makes the interception. Beckham. And it's Messi. Szoboszlai. Schneider. It's run loose here. And Batista! Oh, crossbar! And the volley. Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the pass is intercepted. And this is Torres. Torres proves he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? It's anyone's ball now. And he should have made it 4. Watford with the corner. They're first. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Odo. Pele. Fernando Torres. He's having a shot! It's in! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement.
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions, and he's got an impressive assist tally, and he's got solid defensive numbers too. So he really does make that left side his own, whether he's at left back or as a wing back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Cantona. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Platini, and he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Now, can they get him away? Always onto this. Adams. Watford, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Vitinha. And here's Torres. And he's running through. Torres! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Watford have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Otto, great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
RZ with the corner, there first. Keeper's dealt with that. Watford have the chance to go the other way. "15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Cantona. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep.
Chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Jordan Henderson. Can he get on the end of this? He's away! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rivaldo! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Vitinha wins the duel this time. Now it's Cantona. Oh, he's burst through. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Well seen. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Watford go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we're underway again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Torres. Chance, surely! Oh, he's been caught. In he goes again. Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net.
And he shoots! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vitinha.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rivaldo. Looking to play him in. Adams. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
A probing pass. That's a pretty loose pass. No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Platini is behind this one. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Platini! Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And it's DiMarco. Messi. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Cantona. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi. Scholes. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Platini. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what a mistake! And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
Now it's Torres. And here's Son Heung-min. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a pretty loose pass. And he's managed to get rid. Throw in. And this is Torres. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. And he nearly went all the way.
Fernando Torres clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, what has happened here? Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Watford are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Colorado Springs really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
No way through. Son Heung-min. Olise, he has found the way through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's a throw-in. And that's been drilled in. Chance, surely! And now they can clear their lines. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Szoboszlai. Out towards the flank. And he's whipped it across.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Pele. Kukçu. And this is Torres. And it's Fernando Torres! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Watford leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Watford carrying... Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Odo, a picture of focus and alertness. Looking tidy in possession here. Takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Watford with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Serginho.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nico Williams has got himself a free kick.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Well, plenty of early set pieces here. And here's Vitinha. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Chooses to go crossfield. And it's Doué. Son Heung-min. Now this could be a chance. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, well played. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Now, can they get him away? Pass somewhat off target. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Olise, and they win it back again. And he lines up a cross. Pelé. Looking to play him in. Great ball, and he's in here. It's Son Heung-min. It's loose now, and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught on it here. That is good strength. Goes for a shot. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Can he get it through? And he's quick to snatch it back. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Son Heung-min. Soboslai. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Watford have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. Oh, that's a brilliant save! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Szoboszlai. 4 added minutes on the board.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And he's running through. Pelé! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Aimed beyond the defence. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Van Nistelrooy. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Marquinhos gets it clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And no, that was never going to make it. And back to the keeper. And now they can clear their lines. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, super ball! And Van Nistelrooy! It's there! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Watford with the corner, they're first. Soboslai can get it clear. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. And this is Torres. And he was quick to react. And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Okazaki has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Watford leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Watford carrying a one-goal lead. Pele! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Mbappe! Swept in. And he cuts out the supply.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Threads one in. Otto kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And now he has 2. A case now of complete control. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Rijkaard does well to get it back.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rijkaard. And reclaimed it in a trice. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Szoboszlai. He's on it. Can he get away? He's one-on-one, surely! And he's there to belt it away. Stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Quality ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Zanetti. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And this is Pele! And this is shoots! He's got a goal! And he is just ripping it up! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And that will be the final act. Watford looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Mbappe! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And that's got him off to a flyer.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment. Has a shot!
Mbappe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, no joy this time. Looking for the run. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And the counter is on. Rodri. Al Nassr looking to pass their way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Baresi going vertical. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ambitious ball here. Aimed beyond the defence. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Son Heung-min. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Al Nassr are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Chance! Rodri with the clearance. And it's Szoboszlai. Raul tries a deft little ball. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Szoboszlai. Watford are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, that's well spotted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Quality ball. Filippo Inzaghi. Xabi Alonso. Out to the left it goes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Baresi makes the interception. Now it's Mbappe. Zanetti getting this one clear. And the first half is done. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get...
It's roll! Roll gets flagged offside. Al Nassr are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And this is Son Heung-min. Zanetti, the man synonymous with solidity. Played into space out wide, and he's managed to get free. No way through there.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Otto cuts out the pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Al Nassr clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Real chance! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Driven forward. Great vision. And this is Owen.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Snyder. Now it's Pele. Loose. Oh, he's been... Has another go! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Owen at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and...
Shot a goal! Now, that's another chance! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Watford complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Pele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Beckham really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little soon.
Haaland! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Watford are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's the keeper's ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cannavaro gets it away. Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Torres.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And now the breakaway. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Son Heung-min looks to get on the end of this. Otto gets over and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? And he's cut it out. Cleared without complication. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Searching pass he's played there. Good read, needed to be. Baresi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Crunching tackle. De Bruyne. Half-time getting close now. That pass has been well intercepted. He's through here. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zanetti. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's had it nicked away. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. Cleared without hesitation. De Bruyne! Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a searching pass. Xavi Alonso. Watford looking to pass their way through. Watford still this single goal behind. He has found the way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. A probing pass. That's good vision.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai tries to pass it through. Oh, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's managed to gift it back. Over to the left. And it's Serginho.
Manchester United can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Nicely weighted ball. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice.
John Shorley! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Szoboszlai. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Szoboszlai. And this is Torres. Torres! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And this is Scholes. It's Scholes! And it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Watford are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Knocks it into space. Torres gets into a good position. Climb! Off the post! It's a threatening ball. Scholes! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Watford find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an up...
Scholes! And somehow he kept it out.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Scholes. Rice. Now it's Berbatov. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Wan-Bissaka. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Xavi Alonso. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he's forced to go back. A probing pass. Nicely worked. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Xavi Alonso. And here's Torres. Driving through the middle. And it's half-time here. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Watford very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. There's the start of the second half. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Keeper's got good distance on that. Zanetti. Ambitious ball here. And it's been played through. Yildiz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
No, he's just misjudged that one. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Berbatov. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Nicely aimed pass. Cannavaro makes the interception. Odo. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Floated through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Park Ji-sung. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well read, nice interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now he's off and running. The message is clear. None shall pass. Park Ji-sung. Now Costa Curta. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Pele. Shot at goal!
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And the pass is intercepted. Rice. Yildiz. And it's Berbatov. And he's been shifted off it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Ah, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Batistuta's cross.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he was quick to react. That is ended up in no man's land. He can get that clear. And he's there to retrieve it.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Xavi Alonso. Watford looking to pass their way through. He's beaten the last. Somersley! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Szoboszlai actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And it's Scholes. This might spell danger. Shot at goal! He's scored! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Watford have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Tries to pass it through. Shin to shin, bicep to... Oh no, this does not look good. That's going to go a long way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Torres.
Pretty robust defending.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Torres. Aimed beyond the defence. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Watford leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Scholes. Now it's Pele. Oh no, what has happened here? Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still just a single goal between the sides. And he welcomes it in. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? Zanetti getting this one clear. Bastoni. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And here's Cruyff.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's got his cross in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things...
And Batistuta! Oh, that could cost them.
that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Searching passes played there. Good read, needed to be. And they've got rid.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the...